is more important than ever. Campus radio provides that space. It is a training ground for future professionals, a living lab where students can real and hands-on experience. It brings the campus community together through collaboration.
It's been 16 years. What an incredible journey! To all our listeners, thank you for being with us. This is IIUM FM celebrating 16 years of your campus radio.
Lighten the future, share the wisdom to the spirit of Islam. Revelation and reason shall excel, shall prevail. Merging faith and knowledge, we, the Khalifa, we will fulfill.
Voices bright and clear, across the air we're always near. IIUM FM, your campus radio, with knowledge, truth, and something new. IIUM FM, the sound of unity, in every heart a shared melody, reaching minds with every beat. Voices strong where worlds meet. From wisdom old to stories untold, we bring the light, the young and bold. Through every way we rise and shine. IIUM FM, your voice, your time. IIUM FM, the sound of unity, in every heart a shared melody, enriching minds with every beat. Voices strong where worlds meet. IIUM FM, your campus radio, here with you wherever you go.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. You are now tuning into the second episode of Soul Bites by IIUM FM, your campus radio. I'm DJ Mannaj, your DJ for today's episode. So, okay, before we start, I have one simple question for you guys. Okay. So the question would be, if your heart was a room, what would it look right now? What would it look like right now? Okay. So would it be full of space, peace, or maybe full of worries, or you are full of stress about assignments, deadlines, relationships, or everything that happens in your life? Okay. So because here's the thing, that every single day we are filling our hearts with some things, right? Like TikTok, Instagram, and Netflix. And other than that, it could be other people's opinion, or your insecurities, or your dreams or fears, right? So this is the reality. We become so busy filling our lives that we forget to fill our hearts. So for today's episode, I bring you a topic that I think this topic must feel very close to everyone. Okay, which is filling our hearts with faith. Okay, because I choose this topic because no matter who we are, our hearts need faith the same way our bodies need food, right? So for example, when we are hungry, we notice it immediately, right? Right, our stomachs starts growling, and we become so cranky like that, and then we start looking for food, right? Okay, so it's the same when our hearts are hungry. So what did you do? Do you even realize that your heart needs something and wants something? So this is the thing that most of us doesn't even realize it. Instead, we say things like, I don't know why I feel empty. I don't know why I'm always worried. And I don't know why I'm tired all this time, right? So at that moment, the problem that we need to realize is actually our heart is empty at that time. Okay, so you can think about it. Okay, when was the last time you scrolled social media for 1 hour? Probably not long ago, right? So now let me ask another question. When was the last time you spent 1 hour with the Quran? Okay, ouch, right? This question hits differently, even to me, myself. So sometimes we are feeding our minds with everything except the things our soul actually needs. So Allah creates our hearts to remember Him. That's why even people who have money, success, and popularity can still feel empty. They feel lost. So it is because faith isn't a bonus in life. It's a necessity. Like just like water, just like oxygen, and just like food. Without faith, our heart becomes slowly weak. Okay? So whenever you are right now, stay with me for the next few minutes as we will explore how faith can bring peace, strength, and purpose into our lives. Okay? So sometimes you will wonder why life feels so hard sometimes. You try your best, you make dua, you pray, you trust Allah, yet somehow the test still come to you. And maybe it will comes through your studies, maybe your family problems, your future problems. Then you don't know what your future are, right? So it's some things that a question maybe appears in your mind like, Ya Allah, if you love me, why am I being tested? Right, okay, so that's exactly what we are talk about today, which is filling our hearts with faith. Okay, so now let's start with a verse. And as Allah mentioned in Surah Al-Ankabut, do people think they will be left alone simply because they say we believe and they will not be tested? Okay, so now think about that. Allah didn't say if you believe life will become easy, and Allah didn't say if you believe nothing bad will happen. Instead, Allah says to us, if you truly believe, your faith will be tested. Okay, so why? Because anyone can say, I trust Allah, I have patience, I have sabar, but can they still be patient when things are become so hard? Like they are going through the test, and maybe when the things doesn't go on their way, like our way, and our dua doesn't seem answered. So anyone also can say I love Allah, but can we still love Allah when we are truly in our hardship? Okay, that's when the faith become real. So today we will reflect on one of the most inspiring women in the Quran, which is Maryam. And Maryam was among the righteous women. She worshipped Allah sincerely. She protect her modesty and obey Allah. Then one day, Jibril came to her with unbelievable news. She would the Jibril said that she would give birth to Prophet Isa alayhi salam without a husband, without ever touching a man. So try imagine yourself in the place. So what would people say? What will people should how many people will believe her, and how lonely would she feel, right? So honestly, most of us would probably panic when we heard this. But Maryam, she accepted Allah's test. Allah give test to her, not because she understood everything, but because she trusts Allah. She put Allah first in her life, and that's a very powerful lesson that we need to learn from her. So faith is trusting Allah when even when you don't understand the plan itself, and like we doesn't know our future, right? So Allah is actually now preparing you to for the Jannah in the hereafter. Okay, so sometimes we keep asking, why me? And I think now we have to turn the question, why me, to why. What does Allah want me to learn from this test? Because every test carries a lesson, and every hardship must be carries wisdom. So even if we cannot see it immediately, we have to trust it. Then Allah will help us. So one thing I love about Maryam's story is Allah is never abandoned her. Like never, even when nobody else understood her, Allah with her, and when society could have rejected her, Allah defend her, and when the situation looks so much impossible, Allah created a miracle, which is Prophet Isa alayhi salam, the son of Maryam, can spoke from the cradle and defend his mother. So it is very wonderful, and yeah, can you imagine? I can't. So here the solution came from a place nobody expected, and that's exactly how. You don't see the way to go out of your problems, but Allah already sees it. And you don't know the solution, but actually Allah is already know it. So if you are listening today and you are worried about your future, remember that if Allah can create a way out for Maryam in that situation that seemed impossible, then Allah can create a way out for you too, right? So whenever you are right now, stay with me for the next few minutes as we will explore how faith can bring peace, strength, and purpose to our life. So don't go anywhere and stay tuned into IIUM FM, your campus radio.
Journey. To all our listeners, thank you for being with us. This is IIUM FM celebrating 16 years of your campus radio.
Let's lead the way, light in the future. Share the wisdom to the spirit of Islam. Revelation and reason. We shall excel, we shall prevail. Merging faith and knowledge, we the Khalifa, we will fulfill the Amanah. Together we make the world a better place. Forever expand the culture of Iqra. IIUM is to realize the meaning of Ramadan al-Amin. Together we make the world a better place. Forever expand the culture of Iqra. IIUM is to realize the meaning of mercy to all worlds for
Tuning into voices bright and clear. Across the air, we're always near. IIUM FM, your campus radio. With knowledge, truth, and something new. IIUM FM, the sound of unity. In every heart, a shared melody. Reaching minds with every beat. Voices strong where worlds meet. From wisdom old to stories untold, we bring the light, the young and bold. Through every way, we rise and shine. IIUM FM, your voice, your time. IIUM FM, the sound of unity. In every heart, a shared melody. Reaching minds with every beat. Voices strong where worlds meet. IIUM FM, your campus radio. Here with you wherever you go.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Ya Tuhan kami, berilah kami kebaikan di dunia dan kebaikan di akhirat, dan lindungilah kami dari azab api neraka.
في الذكرى 16 IIM FM هنا 16 عاما من الإبداع وصوت الجامعة ونبض الطلاب، صوت يتجدد ورسالة تستمر. لا تنسوا أن تستمعوا إلى IIM FM Your Campus Radio.
16 years, nearly 6,000 days of being the voice of this campus. From the first time we touched the feather to the digital wave we ride today. Broadcasting has changed, technology has evolved, but one thing has always remained: connection. The connection between voice and listeners, between stories and the people who will hear them. The way of the future is not just about innovation, it is about continuing that connection in new and meaningful ways. 16 years on air and journey continues. Celebrating 16 years of IIUM FM, your campus radio. In today's fast-moving digital world, finding a space to learn, create, and be heard is more important than ever. Campus radio provides that space. It is a training ground for future professionals, a living lab where students can real and hands-on experience. It brings the campus community together through collaboration, shared stories, and open discussion. It is also a platform for creative and independent voice where talents grow and ideas come to life. With no barriers, students can explore, experiment, and express themselves freely. Support your campus radio where voices are shaped for the future. This message brought to you from IIUM FM, your campus radio.
In a world filled with streaming platforms and endless playlists, is radio still relevant? The answer is yes. Radio remains one of the most accessible forms of media, reaching listeners anytime, anywhere. Unlike algorithms, radio is driven by real people and real voices, sharing real stories. It creates a sense of connection, bringing communities together through shared experience. For students, it's more than just listening. It's a space to learn, to express, and to grow. In the future, technology may evolve, but the human voice will always matter. Celebrating 16 years with IIUM FM, your campus radio. It's been 16 years. What an incredible journey. To all our listeners, thank you for being with us. This is IIUM FM, celebrating 16 years of your campus radio.
Tuning into voices bright and clear. Across the air, we're always near. IIUM FM, your campus radio. With knowledge, truth, and something new. IIUM FM, the sound of unity. In every heart, a shared melody. Reaching minds with every beat. Voices strong where worlds meet. From wisdom old to stories untold, we bring the light, the young and
Okay, hi everyone, you are now back and you are now tuning into IIUM FM, your campus radio. So now we are back on Soul Bites. So here's my favorite part of the story of Mariam. Okay, so Mariam, as we all know that she was in pain during the childbirth, right? And Allah says that Allah asked her to shake the trunk of the dead palm tree. So now let's think about that. like a woman who had just give birth. She is weak, right? She's tired, exhausted, and Allah asked her to shake a tree. So it's like so impossible, right? So the question now is, could Allah have simply dropped the dates from the sky? Like Allah can just simply drop the dates from the sky, right? So Allah can do anything. But why Allah asked Maryam to shake the tree? It is because Allah wants to teach us something, that faith is requires effort. The reality is that maybe many of us wants result without effort, right? We want the result just come to us and we will be happy. But the reality is Allah teach us to effort first, then follow with tawakal. So tie your camel first, as the saying goes, right? So then just trust Allah and apply for an opportunity. You can study for an exam, make dua, and then leave the outcome to Allah. Like we cannot just want good grades without studying. We cannot be success without our hard work, and we also cannot change when we doesn't have any action. So I want to give you an example, which is, can you imagine that sitting in front of nasi goreng, but saying like, kalau Allah nak kenyangkan saya, makanan ni akan masuk mulut saya sendiri. So it sounds very funny, right? So it is because we know that we have to pick up the spoon first to eat. So this seems for our life, like we have to understand the faith isn't waiting for us, but faith is moving while trusting Allah. So I think honestly, many of us are currently struggling, right? Like some things we tells ourselves, like, I'm waiting for the right time, I'm waiting until I ready, and I'm waiting until my iman becomes stronger. But the truth is, growth often begins before we even start. Like just think about the companions of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Did they have everything figured out before they obey Allah? No, right? So they learn along the journey. They trust Allah one step at a time, and maybe that is exactly why what some of us need to know. So you don't need to have the entire plan figured out yet. You just only need to take the next step in your life, because the guidance often comes after your actions. So there is another beautiful lesson from the Maryam journey, the story of Maryam, and we have to notice that Allah didn't remove the hardship immediately, but because Maryam still experienced the pain, right? She still experienced the struggle. She still had to go through the process. So it seems for us like sometimes we make dua and expect our problems will solve at that night, but Allah sometimes allows us to go through the long journey before we get the result, so that the journey itself is shaping us for for us become more stronger and get more reward from Allah in Jannah. Okay, so the hardship itself is actually teaching us to be patient and also to trust Allah. And even like can you imagine that when every problem disappeared faster, would we learn sabar? Would we learn tawakal? And would we learn to turn back to Allah? Not right. We will remember Allah when we are in hard time. So sometimes the test itself is actually a gift to us, even though it doesn't feel like that. Okay, so now we will take a break for a few minutes as we will back and explore more into this discussion tonight. Okay, so don't go anywhere and stay tuned into IIUM FM, your campus radio.
Incredible journey. To all our listeners, thank you for being with us. This is IIUM FM celebrating 16 years of your campus radio.
Let's lead the way, light in the future. Share the wisdom to the spirit of Islam. Revelation and reason shall excel, shall prevail. Merging faith and knowledge, we the Khalifa, we will fulfill the Amana. Together we make the world a better place. Forever expand the culture of Iqra. IIUM is to realize the meaning of Ramadan al-Amin. Together we make the world a better place. Forever expand the culture of Iqra. IIUM is to realize the meaning of mercy to all the worlds for tuning into voices bright and clear. Across the air, we're always near. IIUM FM, your campus radio. With knowledge, truth, and something new. IIUM FM, the sound of unity. In every heart, a shared melody. Reaching minds with every beat. Voices strong where worlds meet. From wisdom old to stories untold, we bring the light, the young and bold. Through every way, we rise and shine. IIUM FM, your voice, your time. IIUM FM, the sound of unity. In every heart, a shared melody. Reaching minds
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Ya Tuhan kami, berilah kami kebaikan di dunia dan kebaikan di akhirat, dan lindungilah kami dari azab api neraka.
في الذكرى السادسة عشرة IIUM FM هنا 16 عاما من الإبداع وصوت الجامعة ونبض الطلاب، صوت يتجدد ورسالة تستمر. لا تنسوا أن تستمعوا إلى IIUM FM, your campus radio.
16 years, nearly 6,000 days of being the voice of this campus. From the first time we touched the feather to the digital wave we ride today. Broadcasting has changed, technology has evolved, but one thing has always remained: connection. The connection between voice and listeners, between stories and the people who will hear them. The way of the future is not just about innovation, it is about continuing that connection in new and meaningful ways. 16 years on air and journey continues. Celebrating 16 years of IIUM FM, your campus radio. In today's fast-moving digital world, finding a space to learn, create, and be heard is more important than ever. Campus radio provides that space. It is a training ground for future professionals, a living lab where students can real and hands-on experience. It brings the campus community together through collaboration, shared stories, and open discussion. It is also a platform for creative and independent voice where talents grow and ideas come to life. With no barriers, students can explore, experiment, and express themselves freely. Support your campus radio where voices are shaped for the future. This message brought to you from IIUM FM, your campus radio.
In a world filled with streaming platforms and endless playlists, is radio still relevant? The answer is yes. Radio remains one of the most accessible forms of media, reaching listeners anytime, anywhere. Unlike algorithms, radio is driven by real people and real voices, sharing real stories. It creates a sense of connection, bringing communities together through shared experience. For students, it's more than just listening. It's a space to learn, to express, and to grow. In the future, technology may evolve, but the human voice will always matter. Celebrating 16 years with IIUM FM, your campus radio. It's been 16 years. What an incredible journey. To all our listeners, thank you for being with us. This is IIUM FM, celebrating 16 years of your campus radio.
Tuning into voices bright and clear. Across the air, we're always near. IIUM FM, your campus radio. With knowledge, truth, and something new. IIUM FM, the sound of unity. In every heart, a shared melody. Reaching minds with every beat. Voices strong where worlds meet. From wisdom old to stories untold, we bring the light, the young and bold. Through every way, we rise and shine.
Hi everyone, you are back with me, DJ Mannaj on Soul Bites. Okay, so dear listeners, can I ask you something? So think about your difficulty that you have faced long time ago, the hardship that could be a very impactful to you, like a big examination for you, some things that very impossible, something that made you cry. So now look at where you are today. So Allah have brought you through it, right? Maybe the situation improve, your problem solve. So please always remember that Allah did not leave you alone, and if Allah helped you through that a long time challenge, what makes you think that He won't help you through the challenge that you are facing right now? So sometimes we become so focused on our current struggle that we forget all the times that Allah has already helped us before. So we have to always be gratitude, and you have to reflect yourself every single time, okay? So if you are listening right now and you are feeling very tired, or you are feeling exhausting, so just take a rest, a little bit rest, and then you can keep going. And if you are feeling lost, just keep turning to Allah. And if you are waiting for something, keep making dua. And right now, if you are carrying a burden that nobody knows about, knows that Allah know it, and Allah sees every tears you have cried, every effort, every sleepless nights, and you have to remember that nothing is hidden from Him. And perhaps the dua that you have making for months is already on its way. So don't stop believing and don't stop trying. And we have to be just like Maryam. Sometimes that miracle comes after the struggle. So as we wrap up today's Soul Bites, let's remember three things, which is first, faith will be tested. Second, Allah never abandons His servants. And third, effort comes before tawakal. Okay, maybe you are facing a challenge right now. If that is your situation right now, just remember Maryam. Remember that her patience, her trust, and just remember how Allah create a way out when everything seemed impossible to her. So before I leave, I like to share one final reminder. Sometimes that Allah doesn't change our situation immediately. He changed our heart first. And when the heart becomes stronger with faith, suddenly the challenge that once felt impossible become easier to face. So whenever you are right now, I pray that Allah fills your heart with peace, patience, and unwavering faith. And may Allah make us among those who trust Him during hardship and also our ease time. So may Allah strengthen our iman when it feels very weak, and may Allah grant us hearts that are always connected to Him. So thank you for spending your time with me today, and I hope all of you, all of listeners today, gain some insights from listening to today's episode. Lastly, I pray that Allah fills our heart with faith, patience, and complete trust in Him. So that's all from me. Stay tuned into IIUM FM, your campus radio.
16 years, what an incredible journey! To all our listeners, thank you for being with us. This is IIUM